So, in the World Food Programme, what are the most used and effective ways to collect food?
In a country like Jordan, the World Food Programme, as well as other humanitarian agencies, they mainly use cash assistance to people in need of food. In a country like Jordan, you have functioning market, it's a secure place, there is no war, there is no problem of diversion of money. Therefore, the best way to provide assistance is through cash. You give cash to the beneficiaries, then they're able to go to the supermarket, go to the little store and buy the food that they prefer. In other countries where you have war ongoing, where you have non-functioning market, the best, or in most rural areas, the most efficient way to provide food is definitely a food ration, a basket with all canned food, with dry food that the people then they can cook by themselves once they go home.
So how do humanitarian cooperations face this problem?
So humanitarian agencies in Jordan, they have understood that the population in Jordan, particularly the vulnerable Jordanians, they're really poor. In that sense, the most important way to assist them, as I previously said, is through cash. You give them, the population in need, the choice to decide how they want to spend the assistance that us or the government provides, when to buy, where to buy, how much do they spend. Reason why, to me, providing in-kind food assistance to the vast majority of the population is not really the most efficient way, but in certain areas, like the most food insecure, Karak, Madaba, where, for example, beneficiaries, they have to travel long distances to go to the supermarket and they have to pay a lot to go there. In such cases, then a ration of food is way more important than cash assistance.
We have recognized that studying this topic and being able to apply it is complicated. So we would like to know what do we need to know more about distributing food in Jordan, and what are the limits and advantages of it?
So the first important element that you need to consider before providing food assistance to a vulnerable person is, one, if they really need food assistance. Not everyone needs food. Someone needs a cash grant, someone needs education grant, someone needs medicines. So food is one of the most important, but in Jordan definitely the most important. So you have to first understand if they really need food assistance. Secondly, you need to understand what are their preference, what is their diet. You cannot give rice to an Italian, you cannot give pizza to someone from India. They're not going to eat that. They need to receive the food items that they're more used to eat. And third, you have to look at the cost, the transportation, the supply chain of it. You have to see whether to provide food in kind is more expensive or cheaper than providing cash.
Elaborate more on that in terms of what are the foods that you think, or the World Food Programme thinks, that are the most efficient for Jordanian families in need?
To me, there is definitely a good amount of rice. There is definitely all the basic elements for cooking: salt, sugar, oil. These elements, they are part of a package that has to be well structured. There is rice, as I said, there is definitely canned chicken, there is definitely canned meat. But again, as I said, to me, the most efficient way to provide food assistance to people in Jordan is definitely through cash.
And what is the most efficient way WFP has used is distributing food?
So in WFP here we have a program called Choice. Our program is structured has in a really simple manner. Basically, we have around 500,000 refugees plus around 140,000 vulnerable Jordanians that we assist through a MasterCard. Each family has a MasterCard, the same that we all have, for example. With this MasterCard, they can either decide to go to an ATM and withdraw cash, or go to one of the shops, Carrefour, Tasweet, Salman Mall, these big chains, or little shops in the streets, and they can use the card for a purchase. They buy food and they swipe the card. It's a choice. Basically, if they're close to a shop, they buy food directly. If they're close to ATM, they withdraw cash and they go somewhere else. We're really happy about this program.
Would it be possible for you to explain to us how much they get through this MasterCard?
So each family gets, we have two group of vulnerable cases. We have those who are really extremely vulnerable, and they get 23 JD per person per month. So every person, every month gets 23 JD, meaning
Including children.
including children, meaning a family of 4 will get 23 times 4 every month. A family that is considered less vulnerable, they will get 15 JD per person per month. The amount that we distribute is really calculated on the prices in the market and on the required nutritional value that each family needs to take on a monthly basis.
And relating it to our topic, do you know how World Food Program is willing to collaborate with us?
The World Food Program is definitely willing to collaborate with you in a manner that we can facilitate your relationship with the supermarkets, with the family need, and with organizations who are already helping these families. We have a network of 4, 5, 6, even 10 NGO in certain areas where these are our partners that help us in reaching the most vulnerable cases. At the same time, we have 200 shops that we work with on a monthly basis. These are shops that we tell them every month you're going to have 500,000 people that are going to come and buy. So we can facilitate the food items purchase, but we can also facilitate the interaction with the families.
Could you tell us what is an NGO?
An NGO is a non-governmental organization. They are organization, they are no-profit organization. The organization, they are there, they get funding from governments, and through that funding they distribute assistance to the people in need. Save the Children, Oxfam, or TUA at local level. There are plenty of other NGO here operating in Jordan.
What other cooperations are solving this problem other than World Food Program?
In Jordan, you have a multitude of NGO operating on food assistance. You have Save the Children, you have Acted, you have Mercy Corps. At local level, you have the largest NGO here in Jordan is TUA, Tikietu Mali. They assist around 140,000 Jordanian family every month. They have a person that every month relies on the assistance of a local NGO. At the same time, there is also the government of Jordan through the National Aid Fund that they provide cash assistance to those who are really in need.
Lastly, could you please comment on the following statement? Food is the most necessary necessity.
Working for WFP, I cannot say the contrary. My organization assists 80 million people every day. Thanks to us, 80 million people every day they can eat. So to me, if a student is not well fed, he's not going to go to school. If a family does not have food on the table every day, they are not going to survive. So to me, definitely in general, food is on the top 3 of the most important need in a family.
And may we know what you consider in the top 3 other than food, most necessary necessity?
I would definitely include health and education.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stefano. You have helped us in this interview, and we will sure be able to include this in our research.
My pleasure.
Thank you.